Hi, my name is Katie Chowdhury. I'm a former teacher, now stay-at-home mom, looking to share my tips and tricks with you as I prepare my kids for school. I have one child who is a boy, Anthony. He's 3.5, and this is my daughter Maria, and she is 12 weeks old today. And I wanted to say 11. Anyway, today I'm going to share with you just a little thought on bee stings and allergies. My son Anthony has tons of food allergies, and he actually was stung by a bee this weekend. And I like to share my experiences because I think it's important, because I always go to YouTube too and look out to see what I can find from other people who are going through very similar situations. So just to sort of share, Anthony and I were outside playing, and probably 10-15 minutes. It's very warm here right now, so we weren't outside too long, and we have some bushes right outside of our apartment door, and I was talking with one of our neighbors outside, and just casual conversation. Anthony's not one to really scream and cry in front of somebody else because he doesn't want to let anybody see that he's in pain or let anybody see that he's, kind of in a weak moment. So he kind of walked over towards us, and my friend, she actually noticed it, and she said, "Anthony, are you okay? Oh my goodness, what happened?" And we sort of thought maybe he hit something or he bumped into something with his bike, but he wouldn't say it. He just was standing by the door with his face away from us like he was, embarrassed, basically. So I took him inside and I said, "Okay, what's the matter?" And he goes, "The bee, it got me." And he's crying, "The bee, it got me, it got me." It's so sweet. And I looked and I said, where? And I was thankful that at 3 he was able to actually share that with me, that it was a bee sting, or that it was a bee that got him. And I have her and the ergo in front of me, so I'm thinking, okay, my husband's not home, I'm by myself. All right, EpiPen is close, because I don't know, because with food allergies, I've learned that bee stings are a possibility, especially if they have an EpiPen for something. So I got everything ready. I gave him Benadryl right away, and I took a look at it, and you could see the red dot in the middle, and it was starting to make this shape like an eye, like an almond shape, like of an eyeball in the eyelid. And that's kind of what scared me, because I thought, this is not just a mosquito bite, because if it was just a mosquito bite, he probably wouldn't have been complaining about it, that it was stinging. And I don't think I've ever seen a mosquito bite that made that type of a shape. So I put ice on it right away, and I watched it, and I didn't see any anaphylactic things, like I asked him if he could swallow okay. I asked him, to take some water, and I was watching his breathing. I had his inhaler near me, and I had, of course, my phone to be ready to call the doctor if I needed to. But I'd say tips for, bee stings would be, if your children, or if you have a child that has food allergies, be aware of the bees, because I've also now learned that they don't tend to sting, or they don't have the allergic reaction the first time, but it's the second time that they have the allergic reaction. So, of course, now more than ever, I got to make sure I have the EpiPen with me all the time, because I'm afraid if he does have another bite or another sting and we have a reaction, I have to be prepared to have that. So if you have children with food allergies, my tip would be to always have your EpiPen with you, even if you're just going outside the door, because things can happen so quickly. And then if they do get stung, watch for the size to either increase. If its size is increasing, that means that there's probably a stinger in there, you have some problems, and just be sure that you've got that EpiPen and the phone near you so that you can call. And the Benadryl will help with any immediate reactions. My thoughts and questions for you too are, as parents of children with allergies, what else could I look for, or what else could we do to see that it was a bee sting and not something else? And then if you have gone through that before, have you just administered the EpiPen and then taken to the hospital, or did you call the paramedics for more help? I'm always looking for tips and tricks too to keep in my mind, to keep things going, so that I'm sure that I can help other people, but then also help my own kids and be prepared.